Bill Ayers is one name the Democrats probably wish would just go away, but there are new details today about Senator Obama's relationship with Ayers, the radical Weather Underground co-founder.
That's right. Joining us right now is Stanley Kurtz from the Ethics and Public Policy Center. Good morning to you, Stanley.
Good morning.
All right, we've heard a lot about Bill Ayers over the last number of months, that he was a member of the Weather Undergrounds from the 60s, and he was unrepentant about having not killed more Americans in government buildings. He was also involved in something called the Chicago Annenberg Challenge, and he was there. First of all, tell us what that organization was trying to do.
That was a foundation designed to improve education in Chicago's public schools. Barack Obama was the chairman of the board of that organization, and Bill Ayers founded that organization and ran the other key body there called the Collaborative. So they essentially, Barack Obama and Bill Ayers, worked together heading that organization.
So when people say, you know, Barack Obama's got no real executive experience, that's not true. He has got executive experience at this Annenberg Challenge, right?
That's right. This is his most important executive experience, but he doesn't like to talk about it.
No. But what did he get from this relationship? He got a lot of money into his community organizing group, correct?
That's right. The Chicago Annenberg Challenge had well over $100 million supposedly to improve Chicago public schools. They ended up spending over $100 million, and by all measures of achievement, there was no improvement, but all that money was fed into groups like the Developing Communities Project, where Obama did his community organizing, Acorn, another radical group.
See, Stanley, here's what's so interesting. You know, the mainstream media has not put a lot of energy and time into figuring out the tie exactly between Barack Obama and Bill Ayers, but you have. You spent several days combing through documents at the University of Illinois recently regarding this CAC. When Barack Obama says that Ayers is just some guy who lived in his neighborhood that he doesn't know well, how deep did you find that the ties run?
Well, they were pretty close, Allison, particularly in the first year of this foundation. They both attended board meetings together. Right. Actually, the foundation's bylaws were created by a small committee with Bill Ayers and Barack Obama and two other people. So they actually worked together to create the rules and structure of this organization.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this. I know today you write on National Review Online that apparently you have discovered documents that suggest there has been a cover-up regarding the relationship between Bill Ayers and Barack Obama. Detail that, if you would.
That's right. I recently received the results of a Freedom of Information Act request. And what I found from that was an email running from a gentleman named Ken Rawling, who used to be the executive director of this Chicago Annenberg Challenge. And the day after I first tried to get into those library records, Mr. Rawling, who tried to block my access to those records behind the scenes, wrote to Bill Ayers' co-founders and let them know first that he had been avoiding reporters' questions about Bill Ayers' role in choosing Barack Obama, and he gave them an answer to give if that question came up that doesn't seem like a complete answer. So this seems like it's not 100% certain, but it seems like very strong evidence of a cover-up.
Stanley, overarching, how would you characterize the relationship with Barack Obama and Bill Ayers? How vital was that relationship to the success of Senator Obama?
It was a substantial working relationship, and there are a couple important things about it. First of all, Barack Obama's job at this foundation as the chairman of the board was to disperse the money. Barack Obama was funding Bill Ayers' education work. So first, Barack Obama was channeling a lot of money to Bill Ayers' projects. The same year the foundation was created, Barack Obama ran for his first political office, and he bragged about having this job as a qualification for office. And now we have evidence that Ayers may have helped to get him that job. And of course, we already know that there was a famous coffee at Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dohrn's home where Barack Obama started the campaign. So it looks like a kind of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Exactly. And yet, Stanley, the mainstream media avoiding this story, and there you're able to connect the dots. There is a connection between Barack Obama and this known former terrorist, Bill Ayers. Stanley, we thank you very much for joining us. Stanley Kurtz is with the Ethics and Public Center. Thank you, sir.
Meanwhile,